Things you didn't know.
Do you ever think about the possibilities of the world coming to an end? I know, it's not a nice topic to think about, but it could happen to us. It's therefore understandable why the government is spending so much time and money to identify other livable planets, in case worse comes to worse. There are a lot of ways that this day could be your last. So we're going to look at 10 things that could possibly wipe out the human race, some of which caused by humans themselves. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and enjoy the video. Supervolcano. In 79 AD, Mount Vesuvius erupted over Pompeii, killing its inhabitants and burying it under tons of ash. The eruption became one of the most catastrophic volcano eruptions in all of history. Today, a larger, far more deadly supervolcano sits closer to home. Yellowstone Caldera is a supervolcano located in Yellowstone National Park, right here in the United States. Scientists say that an eruption at Yellowstone could shake up the entire United States and cause changes to global climate for years to come. Although they don't think a catastrophic eruption is imminent there, imagine if the eruption of one supervolcano brought all of the other dormant supervolcanoes alive. With 6 known supervolcanoes around the world, we could be looking at an ash-induced volcanic winter at any moment. Overpopulation. In 2000, just over 6 billion people inhabited the Earth. Currently, in 2017, over 7 billion people live on Earth. There's no doubt that the Earth's population is expanding at a rapid size. This wouldn't be much of a problem if it weren't for the fact that we are slowly seeing a decrease in natural resources. With the rapid rate the human population is growing, food, clean drinking water, and a whole lot more will soon be in short supply. Once we hit a critical mass, we are sure to face some serious consequences, and we all know who wins this war. Biological warfare. Scientific advancements are generally good, but all it takes is one mad scientist or an accident to create a deadly airborne virus that could put an end to the human race. With the DNA manipulation technology that exists today, it's not unreasonable to imagine civilization being wiped out by a new strain of the bubonic plague or anthrax. It has never been stated by any government that they have these superviruses hiding away underground, but the great potential they have to be used in war makes it very likely. Black hole. If you're one of those people who always finds things to worry about, we've got a new one to put on your list. Wandering black holes. Wandering black holes are rogue matter suckers that exist in our galaxy. Basically, at any moment now, a wandering black hole might decide to cruise on by Earth, sucking away our existence. In fact, scientists have crunched the numbers, and we're in a black hole's path. But the good news is that the 10 solar mass black hole is moving at a characteristic speed of 300 kilometers per second, which would give us around 100 years of warning beforehand to get our act together. Artificial intelligence. While Siri may not be capable of destroying the Earth just yet, we are just a few years away from a hostile artificial intelligence takeover. Yes, in an age where we glorify technology and dote on computer and robotic advancement, our own creations are likely to become our greatest downfall. If you've ever seen the movie I, Robot, then you know that we really should proceed with caution when it comes to playing around human intelligence and technology. Giving robotics too much intellectual freedom could cause them to expand their own intelligence to a point where humans are deemed no longer necessary. Sun expansion. The sun can't expand, you laugh. But then you remember that you didn't really pay all that much attention in science class. While the idea of the sun expansion may seem laughable at first, the reality of things will soon dawn on you. You see, as the sun grows older, it will eventually become a red giant. A red giant star is a dying star in the last stages of stellar evolution. Once a star becomes a red giant, it will engulf its planets before the core collapses on itself, causing it to become a supernova in a dramatic fiery death. Global warming. Whether you believe it or not, people have been talking about global warming over the last few decades. So unless you've lived under a rock or were birthed recently, you know that the polar caps have been melting for some time. While we often speculate about what serious damage we're doing to the planet and what carbon footprint we're leaving behind, the talks about global warming ending the world hasn't been serious. But if conditions do worsen, humans will be one of countless species to be obliterated by rising sea levels and disastrous climatic events. Alien invasion. Does an alien invasion seem plausible outside of a sci-fi action movie? Well, if you buy into the Drake equation, the probabilistic argument used to arrive at an estimate of the number of active, communicative extraterrestrial civilizations in the Milky Way galaxy, then it's only a matter of time before we get some extraterrestrial contact. The real question is, will we discover life in space, or will they find us first? And if so, will they be friendly? Asteroid Impact. It got the dinosaurs and it could get us again. An asteroid wiping all existence of life is unsurprisingly likely, considering it did the same thing a little over 65 million years ago. If the Earth were to get pummeled by a large enough asteroid, the impact has the potential to set off super tsunamis, earthquakes, and volcanic eruptions that will send all of the Earth's living creatures to doom. Astronomers say that a huge asteroid could hit the Earth as early as 2032. But other scientists say that there is a realistic chance of 0.3% an asteroid won't hit Earth until 2880. Between the two, we're hoping for the latter since we won't have to live through it. Nuclear war. On July 16, 1945, the US conducted the Manhattan Project, the testing of the first atomic bomb. On August 6, 1945, the nuclear weapon was dropped over Hiroshima, and the rest was history. In hindsight, creating a weapon of mass destruction that's capable of wiping out an unthinkable number of people at a time probably wasn't the greatest idea. After the war ended, Albert Einstein said that his greatest regret was recommending that atom bombs were made. With the advancements in technology since the Second World War and the rising of tensions between certain countries, an all-out nuclear bomb-off doesn't seem too far-fetched as far as how the world will come to its end. Hopefully none of these scenarios come true, at least not for years to come. If you need cheering up, check out one of our other videos, and be sure to subscribe to Things You Didn't Know.